but it's just a mathematical way to simulate how the brain works. That's all it is. Denelson says a system of linear algebra algorithms that trigger each other, mimicking a human's neural network of exploring and learning and correcting itself. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for that, Denelson. So this is the kind of definition, what you're seeing up on the screen, that I would give to a business stakeholder, right? Because again, nobody is wrong in the chat, but we're going to keep things simple. We're going to keep things simple and not intimidating. Because if you're intimidated by it, then your stakeholders are also going to be intimidated by it, right? And you'll never be able to successfully explain it in a confident way, right? But that's all the neural network is, right? Once you understand that really all you're doing is math to simulate the brain, to me, it becomes a lot less intimidating. But of course, we're going to take it steps further to keep on like deconstructing it and learning more about it, right? Okay, so if we're talking about the human brain, then we kind of have to also start here, right? Like, let's look at what this is. So this here is a nerve in our bodies, right? And we have millions and millions of these nerves throughout our bodies. And you can see that there's a direction being indicated, right? The signal, the electrical pulse, right? The electrical signal goes from left to right in this scenario. So over here on these dendrites, you have a bunch of different possible inputs, right? Because inputs can come from any number of places in your body. Based on that input or the lack of an input, there is a firing of the electrical impulse, right? Along the body or the axon of the cell. And then it goes on to these terminals to do other things, right? In most cases, they're connected to other cells, right? Because these millions and millions of cells are interconnected all with each other, right? So if I'm sitting here and my brain is telling my hand to move, right? Then my brain is firing all throughout down my brain, my neck, down my arm and up my hand and causing it to move, right? And it's causing my other hand to not move, right? So there's firing going on in these nodes or these cells, but there's no firing going on over on this side,